Good morning, everyone. This is Dan with Senior E-Bike Nation. Hope you guys had a wonderful Easter. I certainly did. Went to church yesterday morning, and I actually come back home and did a lot of yard work that needed to be done around the house. So that was pretty much my day. Doing my first tilling on my garden, and then when I get ready to plant, I'll till it again. So that's kind of what I was doing. Well, we had some great Easter weather yesterday. It was probably 65, 66 degrees and sunny all day. And today is going to be somewhat of a mirror of yesterday. We're supposed to be in the upper 60s and 70s all week, starting today, so that's going to be a nice change from the cooler weather. Again, it's Dan with Senior E-Bike Nation, and we're going to be doing a 20-mile ride today. Going to stop at the Food Blessing Box again, drop off some stuff. I've got two cameras going again today, and I'll be doing a picture-in-picture on the video when I play it back. My helmet camera mount is going to be the one you're going to be seeing on the trail, and the one that I have on my handlebars is the one you'll be seeing me. So I hope it's a little bit different angle. I kind of bent the camera back just a little bit to get a little more of the scenery. Yeah, it's a beautiful day today. Yeah, I've got my Komodo Side Rusher, or my Side Rusher Komodo, shall I say. It's in the shop. They told me it'd be about 2.5 weeks before I could get it back. They're starting to get a little busy working on stuff, so I've got a clicking noise down around the pedals. I think it's the derailleur mount that's actually bent a little bit, but I'll know more once we get it fixed, of course. But that's what the gentleman that looked at it thought it was. So I'll be riding the Zota and the other two bikes a little bit this week. We'll probably get the electric bike company bike out tomorrow. I call it Nostalgia. The bike looked like it come out of the 1960s. So I'll be getting it out tomorrow and ride. But boy, in the last couple, 3 days, everything is greening up very nicely now. It's starting to look like springtime. It's just a tad chilly out. I got my skull hat on. They call it a skull helmet hat. Just covers my ears. But it's a very comfortable ride for sure. Let me know if you guys have purchased any new e-bikes recently and what you got. I'd like to hear what you guys purchased. may go downtown tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. We will be doing a different trail. The trail that I'll be getting on when I go up the hill, they got a sign out. They're going to close that on the 19th of this month. And it's going to be closed for 275 days, which is a little better than 9 months. I don't know what they're doing. I tried to get a hold of the engineers. They know there's construction going on in that area, including some bridge work. So that could be the reason that they're closing it down for 9 months. I'll have to find a different way to go up to the blessing box, because that's direct in my path to get the food blessing box. So we'll see how all that works out. I know, as you can see, these railroad tracks over here at the left on my helmet cam. Of course, I'm looking right on the other camera. So the camera thinks I am anyway. Those tracks are supposed to be replaced with a bike trail. I know they have the funding in place. I don't know when that project's starting, but it's supposed to pretty much go all the way downtown. Through the lower east end of Dayton. So I know that's in the works. So I'm kind of looking forward to once they get that started and get it finished. But yeah, we got so many different bike trails in Ohio. We got some of the nicest bike trails, shall we say rail trails, because most of them are, I think, in the entire nation. Ohio is highly regarded for their bike trails. You really don't have to ride on the road if you don't want to. There's so many different bike trails that you can pick up around the area that you really don't need to ride your bike on the road unless you're crossing an intersection, maybe, like I'm getting ready to do up here. Hard to believe we got a clear path there. It's unusual. Getting ready to make the turn here, if they haven't already shut it off. Nope, they got the sign up, but that's it. So hopefully I could ride it a few more days before they close it off. Breeze coming out of the southeast today, the direction I'm going in. Only about 5 to 7 miles an hour, so it's not bad. Should not have too much of effect on my noise. Yeah, they're already starting to work on the side up here. I see a backhoe up here working, so they may be closing this off sooner than the 19th, I'm thinking. On your left. As you can see, the backhoe there. this must be the rip bridge they're getting ready to work on, because they're doing some work below it. Getting ready to do some work anyway. Oh, it'll all be for improvement. You can bet on that. They'll make this very nice time they get done. I'm thinking they may even repave it while they're doing all this other work. We'll see. Yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this video angle we're doing on both cameras. Let me know if you guys like that. I had the handlebar camera more on my face last time, and I wanted to get more of the trail and the scenery behind me, so I went ahead and switched that out a little bit. Here's your trail over here that's getting ready to come up on this trail that they built from a neighborhood down there, which is really nice. I see another heavy piece of equipment up here. So it looks like they're going to ramp this up pretty good now. That guy just might be cutting the grass there. I see a maintenance truck on the trail going the other way up there. I don't know what he's doing. Could be looking for hazards on the trail or anything like that. But they do such a good job on these bike trails in my area, excuse me, that they do a great job on keeping the trees not overhanging the trail. Any brush that's falling on the trail, they do a really good job of keeping that clean. And they have these great big blowers behind these pickup trucks that come behind them, and they blow off these trails really nice too, to keep any debris like nails and screws and things like that off the trail. So yeah, I'm real happy with the Parks Department here in my area. Get home this afternoon and cut that grass again. It'd be the third time I think I've cut the grass. So I got to do a little bit of that this afternoon. Get my flower beds in the front of my house. Get the flower beds ready for planting. So if I'm not on this bike channel, I'm doing a lot of gardening as well. I like them both a lot, but I think I like riding my bike the best. So much fun. Again, today we're riding the Zota Zephyr, my 20-inch by 4-inch fat tire bike, folding bike. 750 watt hub motor, peaks at 1,000, and it's also got a 48 volt 17.5 amp hour battery. Very strong battery on this bike. Yeah, there's some of the bumps we went over right there. I hope they straighten out, like that one. Coming over this bridge, it's a big bump on there. coming up on the blessing box here shortly. So here we are on the blessing box here. Let me get off my bike, drop off a couple things today like we always do. So if I can get the blessing box here a little bit. Alrighty. Go ahead and drop a couple things off here. Here we're going to be dropping off some toothpaste and some more. It looks like a lot's been taken out over the last week. See how we put some ramen noodles in there? Put some toothpaste. As you can see, little free pantry. Take what you need, donate what you can, feed the creek. I got to turn on my saddle light on the back of my seat, which is nice. All right, get back on the bike here and let's head back down the trail. Starting to see a lot more flowers and things now. Let me know how many people out there are preppers. I'm a huge prepper, actually. On your left. I got a lot of storage in Mylar bags and a lot of canned goods and powdered milk and all kinds of stuff that I've got put back. I've got what we call a working pantry and I've got a long-term pantry. So I do a lot of that throughout the year. If I can find stuff on sale, 5 cans, I'll pick up 5 cans at a time or whatever that I want to pick up. I got a lot of stuff like ramen noodles, cases of those put back. You just never know when you got that SHTF situation. You got to be ready. So yeah, I do a lot of, I wouldn't say canning as much as I do freeze a lot of stuff in the winter time, like corn. After fall harvest, I'll harvest a lot of corn and we'll cut it off the husk, and then after we boil it and then let it cool a little bit, and then we put it in bags, and we have fresh corn all year long. So we do a lot of that too. On your left. Thank you. So yeah, I've got over 50 tomato plants in my garage under grow lights. They're probably some of them are 12 to 14 inches tall already. I timed it just about right where I can get them in the ground about another 2 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks. depending on the weather here. And I got probably 50 or 60 pepper plants, cabbage, lettuce, things like that I've got growing. I've already transplanted my onions into my raised bed. They can take the colder weather. And I replanted, or shall I say reseeded, some more tomato plants in my house, in my bookcase area, where I've got grow lights in there as well. So I just took them all off the heat mats here a few days ago, and I put them under the grow lights, so they're starting to grow. So that way I'll have staggered tomatoes, where these will be at least 3 weeks behind my main harvest of tomatoes. So I should have fresh tomatoes all the way into frost, into October. That's some of the stuff I'm doing. And I'm going to put a video together, and it'll be on my garden channel and this channel probably, how to make your own excuse me, fertilizer with eggshells and vinegar, and that's it. And I'll show you how you make some compost material, especially for fertilizer, with banana peels, eggshells, chicken bones, where I dry them all out before I put them in a blender, and it comes out like real fine powder. But you got to dry everything, because it'll get moldy if you don't. So I'll be doing a lot of that, and I'll explain what I'm doing when I get into that. You really don't need that banana peels and all that stuff and the chicken bones and everything until probably late June or July, because you want to wait till the flowers, or the tomato plants, are starting to flower, like the pepper plants as well, and that's when you want to start fertilizing it. And I've got another one, and I watched this off a channel called Pinball Preparedness. He was taking urine, human urine, and putting that in water at about a 2-to-1 ratio. Actually, you only take like a turkey baster, and you only use about 2 of those into a gallon of water, and that is going to be your nitrogen right there. And you really want to put that on your seedlings or your young plants as they're growing, because that promotes the green growth in the plant. See, I'll be putting a lot of that together for you guys to watch. I know this is not a gardening channel, but a lot of people like to hear about it. So I do hydroponics and rain gutters and kiddie pools, and I do all kinds of stuff like that when I'm gardening. And I'm learning every year when I'm doing something a little bit different. But anyway, after we cross over up here, before we get to the next intersection, we're going to go ahead and shut the camera down, and we're going to start another video. I don't want to make these 20 minutes long. And I'd say this one's right at 20 minutes, maybe a little more. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and shut this down, and then I will see you guys on the next video. Please share and like and subscribe to my channel. And now I'll see you on the next video.